The haunted mansion in the small town of Eldridge, nestled between rolling hills and ancient forests, there stood an old mansion. Its stone walls were weathered and cracked, and ivy crept up its sides, as if nature itself sought to reclaim the eerie structure. The mansion had a sinister reputation. It was said to be haunted by restless spirits, and the townsfolk avoided it at all costs. The mansion had once belonged to the Ravenscroft family, a lineage known for their wealth and eccentricity. However, tragedy struck many years ago when the entire family perished under mysterious circumstances. Since then, the mansion had been left to decay, a relic of a bygone era, shrouded in mystery and fear. Despite its foreboding presence, the mansion intrigued a young woman named Eliza. She was new to Eldridge, having moved there to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. Eliza was a writer, and the town's stories of the haunted mansion piqued her curiosity. Determined to uncover the truth, she decided to visit the mansion and explore its dark history. One crisp autumn morning, Eliza set out for the mansion. The sky was overcast, and a chill wind whispered through the trees. She walked along a narrow, winding path that led to the mansion's gates. As she approached, the iron gates creaked open, as if inviting her in. Eliza hesitated for a moment, then stepped through, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. The mansion loomed before her, its windows like dark, empty eyes watching her every move. She climbed the steps to the grand entrance and pushed open the heavy wooden door. It groaned in protest, revealing a dimly lit foyer. Dust motes danced in the air, and the scent of decay hung thickly around her. Eliza took a deep breath and stepped inside. The foyer was adorned with faded tapestries and tarnished chandeliers. A grand staircase led to the upper floors, and several doors branched off into different rooms. She decided to explore the ground floor first, starting with the drawing room. The drawing room was once a place of opulence, but now it was a shadow of its former glory. The furniture was draped in dusty sheets, and the wallpaper peeled from the walls. Eliza ran her fingers over the surface of a grand piano, leaving a trail in the thick layer of dust. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched, but she pressed on. As she moved through the mansion, she discovered more signs of its past grandeur. The library was filled with ancient books, their pages yellowed with age. The dining room had a long, ornate table, now covered in cobwebs. Each room seemed to whisper secrets, and Eliza's imagination ran wild with stories of the Ravenscroft family. Eventually, she found herself in the ballroom. It was a vast, empty space with a high ceiling and tall windows that let in a weak, grey light. Eliza could almost hear the echoes of music and laughter from long ago. She stood in the center of the room, turning slowly to take it all in. That was when she saw it, a figure standing in the shadows, watching her. Eliza's breath caught in her throat. The figure was tall and indistinct, like a shadow given form. It moved towards her, and she felt an icy chill spread through her body. She wanted to run, but her feet were rooted to the spot. The figure stopped a few feet away from her, and Eliza could see its eyes, cold, piercing, and filled with sorrow. "Who are you?" she managed to whisper, her voice trembling. The figure didn't answer, but Eliza felt a wave of emotions wash over her, grief, anger, and a deep, abiding sadness. It was as if the spirit was trying to communicate with her, to share its torment. She closed her eyes, allowing herself to be immersed in the ghost's memories. She saw flashes of the Ravenscroft family's life, lavish parties, joyous celebrations, and then the tragedy. She saw the family members falling ill, one by one, their faces twisted in agony. She felt the despair of the last Ravenscroft, alone and dying in the empty mansion, cursing the darkness that had taken everything from him. When Eliza opened her eyes, the figure was gone. The ballroom was empty once more, but she felt a sense of understanding. The mansion wasn't just a place of fear, it was a monument to a family's sorrow, their spirits trapped by the weight of their tragic past. She knew she had to tell their story, to give voice to the silent walls and the restless ghosts. Eliza spent the next few weeks researching the Ravenscroft family, piecing together their history from old records and town legends. She wrote their story with compassion and empathy, capturing the essence of their lives and their untimely demise. Her manuscript, titled The Haunted Mansion of Eldridge, became a local sensation, drawing attention from far and wide. People began to visit the mansion, not out of fear, but out of respect for the family that had once called it home. The spirits, it seemed, found some peace in having their story told. The mansion, though still eerie and mysterious, no longer felt like a place of malevolence. It was a place of history, of memory, and of redemption. Eliza's book brought new life to Eldridge, and the mansion became a symbol of the town's rich and storied past. The townsfolk no longer feared it, and some even spoke of seeing the faint, ghostly figures of the Ravenscroft family, smiling and at peace. And so, the haunted mansion stood as a testament to the power of stories, to the way they could heal and transform, even in the face of the darkest tragedies. Eliza continued to write, inspired by the spirits she had helped to free, knowing that there were always more stories waiting to be told, more mysteries to be uncovered, and more ghosts to be given a voice.